In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up this Coleman Sundome 6-person tent, take it down, pack it up, and also how long it takes. Out of the box, I got the tent body, the rainfly, a foot mat, poles in a carry case, stakes in another carry case, and the carry bag. To set up this Coleman Sundome 6-person tent, first unfold the tent and lay the tent body on the ground. You can also stake the corners down lightly if you need to. Next, grab the two longest fiberglass poles and insert them into the two green pole sleeves at the center of the tent. This will form an X shape across the tent, which looks like this. After that, go to one corner of the tent and insert the end of that pole into the pin at the corner. Then go to the other end of that same pole, prop the tent up using the pole sleeve, feed as much pole as possible through the sleeve until you can secure the other end of that same pole into the pin as well. And here's what the pole will look like. Now go ahead and do the same with the other pole by securing one end into the pin first, then the other end just like this. When all the poles have been secured, adjust the pole sleeves. Then attach the pole clips. There are 2 pole clips on each end of each pole, so 8 pole clips altogether around the tent. Next, grab the last and shortest fiberglass pole, which has black tips at both ends of the pole. This is to be inserted right down the center of the rainfly. To secure this rainfly pole, there's one tiny pocket here at one end, one Velcro strip near it, another Velcro strip here, and one more tiny pocket at the other end. Then grab the rainfly by the rainfly pole and drape it over the tent. Position the rainfly pole with one end over the door at the front of the tent, like so. To secure the rainfly, there are 4 of these S-hooks on the rainfly to be secured to the 4 rings at the 4 corners of the tent. There's also Velcro attachments along each pole to better align the rainfly, 2 at each corner, though I use only 1 for each corner. After that, stake the tent down with 4 stakes at the 4 corners, and also 1 more stake under the door, so 5 stakes in total. Also, guy out the entire tent with 6 more stakes for the 6 guy lines, 3 at each end of the tent. And finally, go to the back of the tent and stake down this ground vent. Please help me smash that like button if this has been helpful, I really appreciate it. Altogether, it took me about 11.5 minutes to set up the entire Sundome 6-person tent on my own, and here's a full time-lapse of it. Taking down the Sundome 6-person tent is just the opposite of the setup, and it took me about 10 minutes for the entire takedown and pack up. And here's how I normally pack up my Sundome tent. First, I pack up the rainfly. I usually just keep folding it in half about 6 or 7 times or so, while tucking all the guy lines and S-hooks in nicely. Then I usually fold the tent body in half, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, roll it up, gently squeeze as much air out as possible, and then tie it up. Next, I squeeze the rainfly into one corner of the carry bag first, as small as possible, and then tuck the tent body next to it. Then I squeeze the foot mat and warranty info on top of the rainfly, and the stakes go beside the tent body and poles on top of everything. After that, I squeeze the bag between my legs as tightly as possible for the easiest possible zip up. Everything fits perfectly, so I don't even have to rip this strip off at the bottom of the bag to expand the bag. I'll leave 2 videos here for more info on this tent. One is a rain test on this Coleman Sundome 6-person tent, and the other is a complete review. Thank you for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one.